Breaking news, CBS News has learned that U.S. intelligence believes Iran is preparing a major attack in retaliation for Monday's airstrike by Israel on the Iranian consulate in Damascus.
The U.S. and Israel braced for a retaliatory attack.
Now, the U.S. has warned Iran in writing not to attack U.S. personnel and facilities.
Well, Iran has vowed to hold the U.S. as well as Israel accountable.
Breaking news coming out in the last 24 hours that the U.S. is preparing for significant Iran attack on U.S. or Israeli assets in the region as soon as next week. And you can take a look at the photos coming out from Iran at this time. The U.S. on high alert for Iran threat in region after Israeli strike in Syria. And Middle East crisis, Iran says the enemy will regret strike on Damascus. U.S. on high alert for attacks in Tehran. And I'm going to be sharing with you the latest video footage as this is in a response to what unfolded in Damascus. The United States is on high alert and preparing for a possible attack by Iran targeting Israeli and American assets in the region in response to Israel's strike on the Iranian embassy in Syria, U.S. officials said on Friday. We're definitely at a high state of vigilance, said the officials, confirming a CNN report that said an attack could come in the next week. Suspected Israeli warplanes bombed Iran's embassy in Damascus on Monday in a strike that ended the life of an Iranian military commander and marked a major escalation in Israel's war with the region's adversary.
Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations you Akim out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. Breaking, U.S. prepares to be attacked. Now, these devils, they bracing themselves for a retaliation attack on what happened in the other day with Iran. But it can be done in that region with the U.S. military bases and assets that they have over there in the Middle East, or it could be done over here on the shores of America. And why I say that? Because you have a bunch of sleeper cells that have crossed the border into the United States, and they waiting for that phone call. And that's my humble belief. That's my opinion. You don't think there's sleeper cells that has crossed over the border waiting for that phone call to carry out terrorist attacks? We only in the 4th month of the whole full year of Jacob's trouble, which is April, and all kind of hell is happening, man. All kind of shit is happening. Bridges getting hit. We have the talks of wars, which is rumors of wars. We have wars in the Middle East, in Ukraine, tensions building up with the Taiwanese government and the Chinese government. So those are rumors of wars. Things is starting to heat up, and nobody is considering this and thinking, listen, the situation is bad. The economy is circling in the drain. Prices are skyrocketing. Gas prices are going up. Food prices are going up. But the paychecks remain the same. You see, the people of America is under a spell, being bewitched by the media. Mainstream media have these people bewitched. Also, the fluoride in the water, the chemtrails, and the GMO foods are making these people docile. But a man that's a part of the elect is going to be on point and measure the times. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. And it reads, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. And we see all kind of signs coming to pass, man. We see all kind of signs being manifested, man. A major sign is this upcoming eclipse. And it reads, verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, we see uproars of the people in the world. It was a major earthquake over in Taiwan, 7.8 on a Richter scale. And after that, a tsunami. Whether it's done by ESO's HARP technology, High Active Oral Research Program, which is still done by the Most High because the Lord gave them that technology, or straight up by the Most High. We see earthquakes, which is rare, happening in New Jersey. Aftershocks felt throughout Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York. So things is crazy, man. And some saying it was 4.7 on a Richter scale. Other reports are saying it was 4.8 on a Richter scale. It was coming up the 8th, which is Monday, which is 2 days away, an eclipse. Let's finish reading. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. A dog lives and dies. Humans live and die. Empires come and go. Empires, they start off great empires, and then guess what? Empires go. Look at the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans. We in the second leg of the Roman Empire. But before the Romans, we're at the Dark Ages, where the Byzantine Empire, where Jake was ruling for 1,000 years. They went down, now the rebirth of the Roman Empire. So it says, for like, this is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And we're at the end of Esau's rulership. We're at the end of Esau's rulership. You got to understand something, man. This is let me see. Let me see. Salaki, bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. Salakia. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times, or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of that which followeth? Now Esau, we in Esau's kingdom. Let me read that again. Then answered I and said, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times? When you go to 2nd Ezra 9 and 1, it tells you the earthquakes, uproars of the people. When you go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, the 4th verse on down, it tells you wars, rumors of wars. And we seeing that now. It says, then said I, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times, or when shall the end of the first, which is Esau's empire, and the beginning of that which followeth, which is us being joint, which is Yahushua kingdom, us being joint heirs with Yahushua. Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, representing Jacob taking down Esau. When you hold on somebody's heel, you pulling them down. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, the end of the age, an eon. It says, for Esau is the end of the age. So like for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Hey, once Esau get taken down, when Yahweh shall crack them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance, he gonna deliver his elect. His elect gonna be beamed up in them chariots, and New Jerusalem gonna come down, which is the elect, to take over the world. And that's gonna be the beginning of Jacob's rulership. It says, the hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand of a questions Ezra asked thou not. Because Ezra was inquiring when all these things are going to take place. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9. And let me see. We was at verse 6. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders, in powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. We see the eclipse, earthquakes, uproars of the people, tsunamis. These are powerful works and signs. This devil's empire is circling the drain, and he know it. So now they're going to do some kind of ritual. And elders and brothers put videos up about these shooting. They shooting rockets off at the eclipse. Now, what in the hell are you going to shoot a rocket off at the eclipse? They about to sacrifice 3 heifers, red heifers, in Jerusalem. So they're about to do some kind of satanic ritual to try to upset prophecy, to try to hold on to their empire. But it ain't going to work, bitch. It ain't going to work. Because all this power that you're receiving on the left-hand side is given to you by Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? Because the Lord controls both sides, the right and the left. So when the Lord give the order to tell them demons that's enough, don't give them more power. What you going to do then? Devil? The Council of 13 is the modern day Chaldeans of the ancient Babylonian Empire. The Council of 13. The 13 witches that started with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, that they consulted and get their marching orders. So let me read that again. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. And we see all the signs coming to pass. That we at the end of this devil's rulership. We at the end of this devil's rulership. And he know it. He know he's scared to death. You'll go around plundering, pillaging, raping, robbing, murdering. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. Nobody really expects America no more. Nobody is scared of the American military because they see what's going on. They see what happened in Afghanistan, the defeat of the American military. They see what's happening over there in Ukraine. So everybody looking at America sideways. Nobody respects America. They banding together with something called the BRICS. And they're not trying to. They're doing away with them with the hegemony that America has over the world financially and militarily, because them same nations are going to form a military alliance as well as a financial alliance. Now they all shook up because what Israel did by destroying an embassy and killing the 2 generals. This is Job chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. Now these devils are scared of a get back. Now they're going to warn Iran, yo, don't attack nothing over here, man. But meanwhile, you're supporting the Israeli IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, committing genocide, striking targets in Lebanon, and then when the Lebanese government, which is controlled by Hezbollah, strike back, is a problem. You're hitting targets in Yemen, which is controlled by the Houthis, which is backed by Iran, Hezbollah as well as backed by Iran. So now you'll play your Trump card and you hit an embassy that's controlled by Iran, that belongs to Iran. Now you don't want no get back. These devils are something else. We got to know these devils are something else, man. Back in Job 18:11, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten and destruction shall be ready at his side. And all these nations are looking at America, protecting the genocidal acts of Netanyahu and the Israeli Defense Force, the Israeli government, them gutter rats over there. And people look at, even their own allies are looking at them sideways. So we see things are heating up drastically on a large scale. Things are heating up. We see the progress of the MOTB, and people are voluntarily getting that neural link in their brain, that chip in their brain to help them. If they blind, they could see. That's the miracles. To help them, if they paralyzed, they could walk. Being deceived by this devil. Soon it's not going to be voluntarily, it's going to be mandatory. Because they're trying to collapse they're not trying, they're collapsing the economy to bring forth this digital currency, which is going to be the MOTB. We all know what that is. But it ain't going to work. It's going to work for a while, but then the Most High is going to destroy this shit. So we already know that terror is going to make them afraid. Now they all shook up. Now they scrambling to make sure the Iranian government don't retaliate. But this shit is crazy, man, because it tells you in the scriptures. This is Isaiah, no, it's like in Jeremiah 50, verse 45, and it says, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon," not ancient Babylon. This is the daughter of Babylon, America. It says, "And the purpose that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans." The ancient Chaldeans were the magicians, the Midrates, and all the rest of them that was given the ancient kings counsel. The modern day Chaldeans are the Council of 13, which is witches and warlocks that the international bankers take their marching orders from. Like I stated earlier, it says, "Therefore hear," back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out." Who's the least of the flock? Them Israeli gutter rats. They the least of the flock. That's going to draw these devils. That's going to draw the American devils. That's counterpart. The American devils. These Edomites, America, into that war over there. It was going to be a full-fledged war. Now, once America joins in, Iran, their allies are going to join in, such as Russia and China. So we're in the beginning stages of World War III, which Esau do not want to admit, but we're in the beginning stages of World War III. And it's only going to escalate. But missiles are not going to fly until they make that MOTB mandatory. Nuclear missiles are not going to fly until they make that MOTB mandatory. It says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate." How that's going to happen? When nuclear missiles being shot off. When the earth is going to rail to and fro like a drunkard, pursuant to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down. It says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. I just mentioned that. Isaiah 24:19 on down. The 24th verse of the 19th chapter on the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, which is America, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Because all these nations are going to see the destruction of America and the destruction of Israel. And this is going to be a heavy, heavy, heavy destruction. And all the nations are going to be in fear because they're going to be watching their satellite of the destruction that takes place over in the land of America. Certain parts of Russia's going to be hit. Certain parts of China, North Korea, Iran, Great Britain, France, Germany. Certain parts are going to be hit. But all these nations that have nuclear capabilities is going to come and gather themselves to come up against America. Because America has a large nuclear arsenal, second to the Russians. This is Isaiah chapter 50. I keep on saying Isaiah. Isaiah's on the brain. Jeremiah 50, verse 9. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From this she shall be taken. Let me start off again from the top. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, an assembly of great nations, started with Russia, China, North Korea, Pakistan, India, Ethiopia, Libya, Turkey. That's that assembly of great nations led by Russia. And they're going to take this bitch. This bitch is going to be destroyed. Because they backing that genocide. Over 33,000 Palestinians dead, unalive, deleted. By the work of the hands of these devils, man. And they're not being checked for what they're doing. They're killing women and children. Because they're bloodthirsty. It says, for lo, back in Jeremiah 50, verse 9, for lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, and the assembly of great nations. I just mentioned the great nations from the north country, starting with Russia. And they shall set themselves in array against her, that arrays military formation. From this she shall be taken. Their arrows, which are the hypersonic, supersonic missiles, conventional ICBM missiles, shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Because once the missiles are shot off, they're going to hit their targets. They're going to be spiritually guided and laser guided by the technology that the Most High gave Esau. And also the Spirit of the Lord is going to be upon them missiles to hit their targets. It says, and Chaldea, which is America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. Because the Lord's going to fuck America up. The Lord is going to fuck America up right along with the 2/3 that's cleaving unto the power of Esau. That don't want this devil to go down. So you're going to go down with this devil. You're going to go down with this devil. It says. So, let me see if I got another scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. This is Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon, which is America, has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. The Lord allowed this devil to flourish and spread democracy, witchcraft, feminism, Moism, the alphabet community, all kind of manner of wickedness. The Lord used this devil to spread all kind of madness and wickedness. And now all these nations are looking at this shit like, wait a minute. Man, we drunk this juice, man. And this shit ain't cracked out to be what it was claimed to be. Back in Jeremiah 51, verse 7, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, which is her philosophies, her democracy. Therefore, the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Thermonuclear destruction, contrary to fire from them chariots. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is filled even to the skies. That's, you can't fix the economy. The infrastructure is corroded. The people are seeing America. The people are seeing America and these devils for what they really are. The goddamn devil. Demonically inspired by the spiritual demon Satan, who is controlled ultimately by the Lord on the left-hand side. The Lord is a master chess player, and this is his movie. So Esau think he's doing something. This should be broke down and humbled. It says, we would have healed Babylon. This is back in Jeremiah 51, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord have brought forth our righteousness. All right, that's it. But basically, that was it, man. The Most High is going to destroy America and destroy Israel. The only thing about the two countries, Israel is going to be built back up by the first fruits of slaves, started with the Rothschilds on down, international bankers. And they tell you that in Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, the 14th verse. They're going to serve out continuing employment. And that word employment means slavery. So look forward to having chains slapped upon your red ass necks. Look forward to chains being slapped upon your red ass wrists, your red ass waist, and your red ass ankles. Because you're going into slavery. That's the portion that has been given to you, devil. So continue your madness, and all the world is seeing you for what you are, the goddamn devil. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. Abba Watazada's lesson was edifying. Once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you Akim, that push his word in truth and in sincerity. With that, Shalom.